and welcome to a new episode and new authentic dish from the Bahraini cuisine. Today we will be cooking a very immortal and delicious dish, which is white rice, Ceylani we call it, and a fried chanad, which is called kingfish we call it. Right, very simple and very nice. Very few ingredients. I have salt and I got the spices for the fish marination, and I got the right spices for the rice. To start off with, I'm going to do the rice first, then we marinate the fish, then we jump back to the rice. Then from there we take it to the next level. High heat on the rice, put the right spices we have, bay leaves, cloves, and black pepper, cinnamon, and cardamom. Need salt, not a lot, just a little bit. And that's, we're done with the rice. We keep it there till boiling, and then let's put this heat up for the frying the fish. I'm going to marinate the fish now, put it in a bowl. And actually that's the kingfish we have in the market. There's different sizes, that's best size, the medium one to me. Salt. And again, turmeric powder. This one of the dishes I've been really always carving for day and night. And it's brilliant actually. I never get bored of it. Then we have fish powder, fish masala. I'm going also to add red chili powder after adding this black pepper. Then that's it, red chili powder. Just half spoon, not a lot. Going to mix it. Actually, this is ghee. I have put it on the side, and that's for the rice. That's an optional. People like ghee. People like put just oil. People just don't put nothing. Me, I love to put ghee. Looks like it's okay to go. Let's do this. Place them gently, slowly. We're gonna leave it there for at least 5 to 10 minutes. Then we flip it over. Right, we'll leave it there for 5 minutes and then get back to you shortly. Welcome, and we're back again. 5 minutes is done. And our first side should be done, and then we should flip it. As you see, the rice also, it's boiling, and that's how you want it to be. Yeah, it's done. Nice. Very nice. You know, chanad is a very favorite dish to all Bahraini people. Actually, we usually cut it slice. We don't cook the whole fish, right? First thing, you wash the fish, you slice it, and you marinate it with your hand. The suggested spices could be cinnamon, salt and pepper, and Bahraini mixed spices. And I have made my own actually spices, and got marinated. Put it in there. Also, another thing, let me give you another tip. You can add also eggplant. You slice it the same way and you fry it, and you just lay it like layers on the rice on top of it. Just waiting for the rice to get ready. And then we can just strain it and put it back to get dry. because we serve rice very dry. We keep it for another maybe 5 minutes, we get back. Welcome back, and we're done with the rice. Now we need to drain it off. Remember not to overcook it. It will be very, very soft like dough. You don't want that, right? And we specialize on our rice actually in Bahrain, actually in Gulf in general, of cooking it with whole spices, the one I have mentioned and put earlier. When it's drained water, I'm going to take the fish before it gets burned, and then we get back to the rice. And it was one of my favorite dish for sahur actually during Ramadan. And I always have it with extra butter or ghee on top of it. Ghee has totally different flavor, different taste. Now we're going back to this rice. Before that, let me put the rest of the fish in there. Even the head, if you notice, the head being cut into 2 halves. That's what we do with hamur as well. Now we get back to the rice. Let me show you how it goes. We're still going to keep the spices in there. I'm not gonna remove it. Now it goes back in the pan, and it should get dried off the water. Then it's ready to serve. And I'll tell you how you know it's got dried. I'll let you know. I'm going to add ghee in it. Not a lot, just 2 teaspoons. You don't have to mix it even. Just let it go all the way down. All good. Now, going to shake it and leave it in a very low heat. And how you know it got dried? Simply, as you see it, there's no smoke. But when you see a lot of smoke, that's mean it's got totally dried off the water. Okay, we're gonna put this one another 5 minutes. We get back to you for the second side. Welcome back, and we have come back after 5 minutes. Now the fish should be ready for one side, and then we flip it to the other side. Actually, my tip to you guys, if you want to cook fish, don't put it over high heat, so you don't want to burn the fish from the outside and it won't cook from the inside. Especially with the big fish, because when it's thick, big fish, you will burn outside, won't cook inside. That's gonna be useless. You might throw it away because once you dig in to take the meat out of, but apparently it's not cooked. Anyway, and the rice, as I told you, how you know it's ready? When you open it, you see a lot of smoke comes out, and then our rice is ready. Now we're ready to plate it actually. Let me put in the plate. As you see, the rice has to be individuals. Wow, that smell, that's really what I was expecting. Exactly what I was expecting. Smells good, feels good, and it should taste good too. As I mentioned to you, you also can add eggplants, slice them off, and you fry them like exactly this, and then she put them, and that should be enough for me. And that's the chanad and Shaylani dish, white rice and kingfish, Shaylani and chanad. Welcome back, and now we are back with our second dish. Now we have already done our main dish. Now we're doing something called halwa. Halwa, it's Bahraini sweet, and it's the signature of Bahrain actually. A lot of people comes to Bahrain just to have to buy this, especially from around GCC. They will come all the way and buy it from Harak or Manama. And this is all contained. To make this one, I'm going to heat this one first. So the ingredients are sugar, cornstarch, rose water, oil, saffron, and I've got cardamom powder and mixed nuts and pistachio and cashew nuts. And also I have red food coloring. First of all, I'm going to caramelize the sugar. Put it on a high heat. While that's caramelizing here, I'm going to mix the cornstarch with water. So, and this halwa is served all over the year, but again, especially on special occasions like Eid, weddings, big family gathering, and served with our famous qahwa, this Arabic coffee, and especially also it's something else called also rahash. On the next episode, or not today's or tomorrow, but can't promise when, we'll make you guys rahash, show you how to make rahash out here. Now, sugar is almost getting there now. You know what's make it more special is the smell of it, is the saffron and the rose water and the cardamom. That blend makes it smells wow, and taste wow too. So, and these three ingredients goes everywhere. If you notice, most of our Bahraini dishes, cardamom, saffron, and rose water. These three, I think, I call them the three piece. They go all together everywhere, and not in every dish, but most of the dishes, they go all together, and they do well when they combine together. It's almost caramelized, and I don't want to add anything else yet till it's totally caramelized, so we can go to the next step. A lot of people thought that it's hard to make. Not really. It's really easy, and it depends on your situation, how ready you are to make it. It won't take that long time. So you can just make it whenever ready to eat it. It's because it's the best thing you eat it when it's really hot. Actually, that's the best time. Not cold. It's fine cold, but preferably really hot. Now I'm going to add oil. Need oil in there. and followed by a little bit of water. Watch out, watch out. Now followed by the cornstarch, a bit water. Keep mixing it. Now I'm going to add rose water. That was 1.5 cup of rose water. Water also was 1.5 cup, but the water also it goes later. You can keep adding on. It depends on the quantity that you're doing. Now I'm going to add the cardamom powder, around just 1 tablespoon. This smells good. I'm going to add 2 to 3 pinches of saffron. Right. I'm going to add more water. Now I'm going to add the mixed nuts. Finally, going to add food coloring. It's red. I'll leave it there for 5 minutes and then we're back to finalize it. Welcome back, and we are back after 5 minutes and we are done with it. Now we're going to put it in a plate. As I said, this halwa should be served hot, right? And this is how we should serve it. And once it gets cold, it goes one piece actually. Then it's also easy to cut. Going to add a little bit of pistachio, right, and then some nuts, and here whole pistachio. Be generous with your nuts once you put it on here, because it gives you better taste, more fun to chew or crunch it. All right, and here's our halwa, Bahraini halwa. Very traditional, very delicious and sweet. Not very sweet, and we serve it actually with our famous qahwa, coffee, Arabic coffee. That was it for today's episode. Thank you all for watching. I hope you like our Bahraini halwa and all our Bahraini cuisine in general. And I hope you see you again tomorrow with another dish, with another delicious Bahraini dish. So, thank you. See you tomorrow.